Hello there, this is Big Benedict. We're playing Metal Gear Rising Revengeance on Revengeance difficulty, and this is my Jetstream Sam DLC campaign S-Rank guide, and we are playing on the hardest difficulty. This is video 2 of what will be 4 total videos, and you'll have to forgive me, but I'm going to have to consult a list because I'm finding it really difficult to commentate on these videos with them being so far back as far as when I did them, although it was only a few days ago. But I told myself I wasn't going to start commentating on these until I had wrapped this entire project up, because I didn't want to start publishing videos and not be able to defeat this this difficulty with S ranking everything. So the most important thing that I can tell you, just like the basic thing to know about the taunt, is that you need to always cancel out of it. How do you do that? There's only one way to do it, and that is to do the evade, which is Sam's little flip. It's very serviceable, and it will allow you to immediately roll away instead of just getting locked in place and watching him. And that was a lucky parry right there. These guys love to jump away from you, and sometimes it doesn't even matter if you back them into a corner. They just jump away anyway into the wall. But when you've taunted an enemy, they don't necessarily become faster, but they become more deadly, which doesn't matter too much, since a lot of the times we're striving for no damage, and no damage is very important. But when they are red like that, any sub-weapon you throw at them, they're instantly put into what's it called, Zandatsu status. They got the little icon, that icon right there, meaning you can cut them up, or if you have enough fuel cells, use the blade mode. But what else to know? Always back up your save. That goes without saying. Now, the only way to save your loadout in this game is to either not pick up some of the collectibles and then pick them up when you're doing your run, which saves your progress every time. That is, picking up the collectibles. Or what you can do is go in and out of the VR missions and farm for items. I'm going to be farming for items upstairs. This fight down here is just one slider and 2 of these guys with the shield, so just parry. They're very easy. Parry their incoming attacks, and then if you do that without taking damage, you'll get your S rank. So what else to say? There's really nothing worse, in my opinion, than getting to a checkpoint and then not having what sub-weapon you want selected, because it takes a long time for the menu to register when you're pressing left or right on the D-pad after being loaded into a game. I don't know what the reason is. It's just a buffering issue or loading or something. It's not as fast as it needs to be. But these 2 guys down here, I think this is the hardest enemy in the game. He's just really quick, deadly. He's got a lot of range. But before you get to the next checkpoint, it's really imperative that you put your I don't know what they're called. This is EM grenade. They're not called EMP grenades. I think they're like emitting grenades or something. I don't know what they are, but just suffice to say they're called EMPs. That's what they basically do. Now with the geckos, just do the taunt and it's one hit. But it's hard because Sam doesn't have a running slash the way Raiden does. But before, like I said, before you get that checkpoint, before the raptors drop in and the cyborg, put the EM grenade on. And the formula for winning here is, it'll taunt, drop an EMP, charge, watch out for the guy shooting the rocket launchers, and then it's 2 charges, and then you will get a guaranteed YB button prompt if you have full fuel cells. So, like I said, we're going to be farming for the electrolyte packs upstairs. So God, I am having a real hard time doing this. Like, I can't. And then every time I do the commentary again, it just gets progressively worse. So I can't stop doing it. So, okay. So just don't take damage there. And with the raptors, when you've killed one, the other guy will go berserk, and then he'll start running around until he gets winded. Sort of the way the Fenrirs drop when they are tired, and it looks like they're sleeping. And then capitalize on them. So up here we've got what is that? An electrolyte pack, homing missile, a nano paste, which you shouldn't need if you aren't taking damage, And then when you go in here, the way to farm for items is just to pick up the items outside, enter, exit, enter, exit, enter, exit, ad nauseum until you have anything you want. Now, when you get to the VR missions, the most important thing to know, see, when he's switching his stance right there, the rockets go through him. So that's why if he's not in the gun stance, you're going to have a hard time dropping these guys off the side. So you can strive for no damage if you want here, but the sliders are really fast and they might chip damage you. So just go for the no kills. It's a lot easier. But the most important thing about these VR missions, that it does not matter if you die in here. Like if you used all your nano paste and die, it doesn't register a death. Trust me. I've done the VR mission for so many times and died so many times. And then when I did win, I still got my S rank. It was on the same session. So this is really an exasperating mission right here, and namely because you can get knocked off so easily. But if you just go for the no kills and get the Zandatsus, I have a really hard time getting the Zandatsus for some reason. And I think one of the issues is the sliders get torn up in about 2 hits, and then the Zandatsu box just falls away. But that shouldn't be too hard for you. If you still don't get it with no kills, it's probably because you don't have enough battle points or Zandatsus. It's usually not a time issue. So on Ray here, you have to no damage this guy, but trust me, you will succeed. But I guarantee he's going to kick your ass for about 20 tries or 10 tries. And it's just a learning process. It's mostly about patience for winning this. Trust me, I was on Armstrong for about 4 hours before I finally got in a couple of lucky wins, and that's a shame. But the most important thing to know on Ray, do the iframe right there, iframe, do the iframe, do the roll, which gives you iframes. Sorry, these uploads will get better. Sorry about that, I'm just rusty, I haven't done any in a while because there's no games to play. They're not making games anymore these days, which is sad. But the most important thing to know on this guy is that you want to taunt, charge, and if you hit him enough, it'll do the Zandatsu every time. And then when you drop from being propelled upwards, do another Zandatsu like this and just tear him up. It's probably about 5 or 6 Zandatsus to win right there. But that's the end of this video. I hope it's helping you, and I will get better. But this is for you. This is to help you beat this game with the S rank, and just keep trying. It will get better. So I will see you in the next video. Take care.